We can see the tanks right now are retreating away, and now we have a massive infantry assault here. Holy God, this is total World War I style. Just attrition warfare. Oh my God, and this is why I love watching these games right now. This is not going to be pretty for either players here. You can see the Allies. Oh, we had a forced retreat happen on some of that blob right there. The rest of the blob is continuing northward. For the motherland, says MrMojo, rising in an obvious World War II reference to Russia's proclivity towards charging with massive troops against heavily machine gun defended positions. Oh God. Oh God. Okay. I think the plan there was run up and sticky everything with sticky bombs. Unfortunately, that ended in a very Russian style of attack. Massive losses right there. Not a bad idea. Honestly, blobs of troops can do a lot to armor. But oh no, mortar team, what are you doing there? By the way, there was a famous battle while we're looking at all this action going here. The Winter War, where Russia actually in 1939 invaded Finland. The Russians had like 10 times the amount of troops, but the Finns were able to defeat them and send them home. Honestly, it had to do with a combination of the fact that the Russians had no upper command, and they didn't have any winter gear and things like that. But the Finns were pretty clever about it. They took on huge columns of tanks by sending infantry in, skiing up to them on skis, and throwing Molotov cocktails into their engines and stuff like that. And so they just kind of screwed up all of the tanks and then skied away. And that was the whole way they fought the war. And as a result, the Russians just took massive losses. They all froze to death. It was pretty horrible. However, that is often misattributed to the fact that the Finns are phenomenally aggressive fighters. Really, it had more to do with the fact that the Russians were incompetent in waging war at that period. Very shortly thereafter, they returned and beat the hell out of the Finns, so just with the sheer number of troops that they had. But pretty interesting, the Winter War. Fun to look that up. Taking a look around here in the middle, though, starting to look a little bit better. Honestly, the Allies have taken a foothold here with their anti-tank guns. You can see 3 anti-tank guns out there right now. MrMojo rising, obviously just using his massive amounts of infantry to pick up anti-tank guns and perhaps build his own. The Calliopes are doing phenomenally, are just constantly attacking here, but the Axis are having a hard time, or the Axis are doing a great job at just kind of toughing through it. Obviously, they have so much armor that the Calliopes are really only effective against very wounded armor. Taking a look around right now, we can see where did that King Tiger ever end up? I'm not exactly sure. Here he is. He's way back here. I'm not sure why he's way back there. He's killed a bunch of infantry, but we do have the Tigers back up here right now. We can hear the Thompson submachine guns from the Rangers. The Rangers are just going to tough it out right now. They're very close to dying here, but looks like they are just going to try to grit their teeth and bear it. You can see just taking casualties here, just going to go for it. Meanwhile, down south, NTD's riflemen have also captured this point as well. So we're going to see a quick, oh God, everybody get out. Everybody get out right now. Flame strike coming down. Unfortunately, I don't think MrMojo Rising saw that one coming, and now he's going to have to get out of there. Taking a handful of casualties there. Man, not a good day to be a grunt, I tell you what. This is the kind of battle that infantry just hate in. They're super useful, though, and I love seeing that both players are continuing to use them throughout the game, though. The Stew, thinking about coming up here a little bit better. Notice, by the way, even getting motorcycles late game, obviously NTD has been creeping around with snipers this whole game. I really have no idea if he has any right now. I'm stupid. I'm actually looking at NTD right now. I can just push this button. Yeah, he's got 2 snipers moving in tandem up here in No Man's Land, looking pretty good. So they obviously have been effective enough to force their opponents to continue. 17 kills, 13 kills, both Vet 2. Hell yeah, those are pretty effective guys. Looking around here, we can see constant fighting going on in the middle right now. Now the impetus, the motivation here is for the Germans to retake the middle. It's going to be a hard position though, because as you can see, the Germans do not have a lot of tough infantry. Pretty much, these guys actually are just from the repair bunkers, just kind of repairing troops around here. They have a ton of pioneers and a ton of tanks. Don't have a whole lot of infantry that can actually hold on to positions here. That's probably one of the most important roles of infantry, is they just occupy space. They sit on top of things. That's why, like, even in modern warfare, where we have guided missiles and, you know, all sorts of stuff like that, and, you know, all global support and stuff, you still need infantry to actually sit around and stand in the buildings and occupy the territory. You're always going to need that. Taking a look around here, we can see that it looks like there was an observation post up here. I never even pointed that out, but that's going to go down for now. Observation posts in team games are really useful, especially on back positions, although that's a low fuel point, so don't listen to that. But right here we go. Much better fuel point right there, being used as an observation post. These snipers continuing to just be annoying. Notice them. They're just sniping away, just picking off some troops here. Whoa, look at that. The King Tiger taking a shot at them. And, man, just picking off the repairmen. Not bad. And now they're just going to get out of here. We can see the motorcycle, however, is coming in for the kill right now. But they're being, whoa, anti-tank gun, anti-tank gun. Everybody look out. I think all these guys are going to have to retreat. Fortunately, you can't retreat with anti-tank guns. You just have to pick it up and run away in a rather embarrassing looking fashion here. But it looks like he's just going to go for it. NTD here with all of his rangers and stuff. Oh, unfortunately, we see that forced retreat. It's just a very vague little red circle that gets used in them. And I think noticing that that happened, he's just going to go ahead and retreat with the rest of his troops there. Forced retreat, definitely useful against an infantry player. I'm going to go ahead and swap on over to Mr. Rising's point of view here, just to look and see what he's got right now. Nothing new for armor. Obviously, just having the double Calliopes on the field is good enough. But looking around right now, we can see the Calliopes got a whiff of the fact that there were some Nebelwerfers back here, and they're just going to go ahead and lay waste to that area, and bam, there goes the Nebelwerfer. Oh no, if I had one criticism of the Axis players at this point in the game, it's the fact that they could just use more Nebelwerfers. At this point in the game, having any sort of artillery support against all these stationary targets, super useful, and it's also great at suppressing infantry. Speaking of great at suppressing infantry, we had a double infantry assault going up here on the northern side of the map. It looks like they were driven away just by the fact that this King Tiger is sitting there. But they were able to grab this one strategic point here, which is a minor victory. They're just going to have to recap it. However, you know, it's pretty good. So I failed to mention, by the way, that the Allies are holding on at 26 points right now. I happen to know that the game goes on a bit longer, but they are definitely just barely holding in right now. Now, I love what we're seeing here. We see the Knights Crossholders. These guys are tough as nails. Really tough troops out there. It even takes like 2 sniper rounds to kill one of them. We might even see that. Yeah, that guy just got hit by a sniper and he lived, and then he took a second shot.
Enemy unit down.
But the Knights Crossholders are exactly the sort of units that the Axis need right now. They need to upgrade them and get them out there capping points, because Knights Crossholders murder regular infantry. They're just phenomenal at that. This tank pushing away at these gentlemen. Oh no, the whole squad was lost. It looked like perhaps MrMojo was trying to cap that victory point, but he just kind of toughed it out a little bit too much. We can see the Pioneers moving around here with their minesweepers. Why not? I love the fact that NTD still has a heavy machine gun team out here. It's super exposed and vulnerable, but honestly, there are so many other targets out there right now that nobody's really paying attention to it. Great looking Calliope barrage coming up here in the north, just kind of, you know, punishing whatever's up there. But now we have a really concerted effort right now going on by Neubine to move in. He's got lots of Vet 3 Panthers. And you can see the kind of hesitation at approaching a position like this, because there's lots of dudes running around with bazookas, potential for sticky bombs and stuff. It's kind of a hard position, but honestly, I think he needs to be a little bit less coy, run in there, try and run some people over, and just start focusing these guys down with the actual tank shots. Because two or three tanks firing in the center of groups like that does a ton of damage. And now, oh baby, we have a Pershing on the field as well. So really kind of all bets are off. I'm kind of curious what's going on here, but Pershing will certainly help out. Good kind of falling back positions now, though. You can see that these poor Rangers are just kind of a little bit overextended. They're getting some more good shots off. Both squads down to 1 gentleman, though. They really need to retreat right now. MG42s and them not looking good. Oh, one guy gets knocked out, but the other Ranger is going to be able to make it home right now. So we do have double Calliope sitting on this side of the map right now. Lots of anti-tank guns out here. Just tons of anti-tank guns all over the map right now. So not a bad idea when your opponent has got tons of tanks. But honestly, at this point in the game, I would love to see just some Grenadiers or something. Just some Grenadiers or Knights Crossholders. Honestly, the tanks are not able to win this. Look at the tanks right now. They are just surrounded right now. You know, they're doing a lot of damage, but there are just too many targets for them. Sticky bombs are damaging engines. Now this is all giving time for the anti-tank guns to get oriented correctly and set up and start picking off at these vehicles right now. And you can see that they're just taking pretty hard hits here. And now that some of them are damaged, we can see that the Calliopes are actually going to be able to do a lot of damage versus these guys. I believe that was, once again, a double Calliope shot. Nope, that could have just been a single Calliope here. And now the Pershing is going to come in for the kill. And this is seriously bad news here. So the King Tiger has got to look out. We can see already exchanging some fire here with this Pershing. Pershing's, again, not invulnerable. So they're the toughest tank that the Allies have for sure. But Pershing is now moving on up. You can see all of this crawling suppressed infantry. Oh god, howitzer shots going off on all sides right now. And this Stu right now is also just in a kind of vulnerable position. Although Vet 3 Stu, notice the fact that it's got the side plating on it as well. You get that at Vet 3. Very tough troop there. The Knights Crossholders are continuing to wreak havoc around here, but unfortunately, the double snipers, sniping away. Point-blank shots with snipers can often miss. You can see this guy is just amazing. He's Vet 3. Vet 3 Knights Crossholders, really tough guys. Oh, but he gets sniped on the way home. So he is down right now. And honest to God, it is still 2-1 right now. 136 remaining for the Wehrmacht. However, 23 points out there right now for the Allies. And the Allies kind of look in charge of things right now. I'm actually quite interested in this for the time being here. Taking a look north, super no man's land here, just massive artillery. Oh, and there goes that one vulnerable machine gun guy. But honestly, as I said, man, look at these double Vet 3 snipers, 19 kills, 22 kills. These guys are just continuing to just hover around, and honestly, you cannot possibly underestimate, or you can't overestimate, how much damage these guys do. Just the fact that they are sneaking around, constantly shooting troops, inflicts massive losses. Here we get to see the Knights Crossholders in all their glory, gunning down an anti-tank gun, and just kind of going in here for the capture. Looks like they may actually be distracted here. Yeah, they see that there are double snipers out there. Gonna go ahead and try and put some sniper pressure, but honestly, these guys can do some serious damage. We have double Knights Crossholders right now. Where is that Calliope going? I want to see what happens with those Knights Crossholders in a sec. Calliope, again, just softening up these defensive positions up north. Not bad. Here come the Knights Crossholders again, finally scaring away the rest of those snipers right now. Now we got Knights Crossholders on top of, it looks like they are fired up and ready to go versus tons of infantry here. These guys have those awesome automatic rifles, and they're just moving it, although they're doing a little bit too much repositioning here. They can't kind of decide. They're like a kid in a candy store right now, trying to figure out what's the best target to go for. Unfortunately, indecision there. Didn't really get to do any damage. Maybe they'll take out, yeah, okay. They're going to take out one anti-tank gun and just going to hold on here. And we have, could it be, I hear the sound, let me go to Neubine's point of view. Yes, he has called in a V1 rocket, and we know we just saw a bunch of Knights Crossholders here. Where is it going to be? Oh, yes, look at that V1 go off. Perfectly positioned V1. Oh, no, that was horrifying. Oh, God, so many units just destroyed right there. Oh, God, I want to take a look right now at MrMojo Rising's point of view and see what he has left on the battlefield. He lost everything with that V1. This is a great reason, by the way, never to keep your Pershing and both of your Calliopes in the same position there. Completely wrecked. Oh, God, and that is actually going to give a wonderful, wonderful counterattack opportunity right now. Having the Pershing and the Calliopes out of the way means that these guys can just pour on in here. You can see the Tiger having no problem just coming in, flanking around this anti-tank gun. The Stew is going to just do horrible, horrible things to these infantry once he gets a moment free. Boom! Just completely. Oh, look at that guy. That guy is in orbit right now. He was in a nice little strike a pose there while he was flying. But this is actually looking very brutal on the right-hand side right now. It looks like the Allies, however, are still, actually, remember, you got to win this with victory points, though. So we've got the Riflemen are up here, capping this northern victory point, looking pretty good at it as well. Oh, boy. Oh, hey, here are some Grenadiers. They actually probably popped out of that medic bunker. Grenadiers plus the Knights Crossholders, good-looking guys right now. Unfortunately, Neubine's Knights Crossholders are not Vet 3 like Joe's were. However, we can still see massive blitzkrieg attack kind of going on here in the middle right now. And unfortunately, the Allies right now are just going to kind of scramble around. They just lost the one thing that was really, really making it easy for them to win this game, was the fact that they had such good armor support right now. I believe we have a second Pershing being called in, so that might be able to help out. But taking a look around right now, Allies still have a 3 cap, so that's great. Just somebody needs to hold on to this stuff. Single Pioneer from Joe running down to cap that victory point. The Knights Crossholders trying their best right now. Oh, God, we even have some friendly fire happening right now with the howitzer shot right there. You can see these Knights Crossholders just going to grit their teeth and bear it right now. Riflemen reformed. I wonder where that happened. I have no idea. I honestly have no idea where that medic... Oh, let's see. Do we have a medic hut somewhere around here? I don't know. I'll look around for it later. Anyhow, we can see things are just looking fantastic right now for the Axis. We have Blitzkrieg is activated right now, which increases the rate of fire and the movement speed. Sticky Bomb on a motorcycle. Ah, poor little thing. Sticky Bomb will always kill a motorcycle. That was a point-blank shot from the Stew, perhaps? Or maybe it was a howitzer shot. It's kind of hard to tell exactly. But we have massive, massive armor battles going on in the middle right now. Pershing is definitely looking pretty good, and it looks like the Axis. The best part about it is you can always charge a tank with Riflemen. even if they don't have anything, the Axis always have to retreat from Riflemen, just because sticky bombs are so annoying. But it doesn't matter. We can see that they're just going to go ahead and run out of points here. I don't even know why I paused it, because both caps happen on both sides of the map. And unfortunately, it looks like NTD and MrMojo Rising were just bled out of points right here. So we do have an awesome victory right now for Joe and Neubine right now. So congratulations to those gentlemen there. I thought that was definitely well played. Seriously enjoy watching these kind of games. Just really, really brutal tactics going on all throughout. So once again, ladies and gentlemen, I'm Harlequin. I hope you guys enjoyed this, and I will see you guys next time. Feel free to subscribe and that sort of thing. Anyhow, good night, good game, good luck, have fun.